Years ago, everybody was a prepper. Now it's kind of in vogue, and a few people, look at it negatively. But all that means is being prepared. Our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, they had to be, ready for storms and just the cycles of life, and they seem to be better at it than we are today. And I believe a lot of that is because of gadgets. We're kind of a gadgety culture, and we I don't know, we get misdirected, if you will. And I wish I had come upon this earlier, but I'm going to share it with you. It's a roadmap, and I left a lot of the details out of it because what pertains to you isn't necessarily what's going to work for me. But it's a basic outline. What's going to do is it's going to keep you from getting distracted. And I'll give you an example. I'll watch a video and I'll say, hey, that is a great idea. I need to go get one of those. Then I'll watch another one and say, hey, that was fantastic. I need to do that also. And then when a simple storm comes up on the horizon, you find out that you're really not prepared because you didn't cover the basics. And what this plan is, it's all about the basics. Now, I'm not saying those other preppers aren't correct. I'm just saying until you cover the fundamentals, don't get distracted. And in the comment section, please put your views down. I'm interested to hear from you and learn from you also. But I'm saying we need to get down to basics. And I came up with 4 of them. The first one is simply enough food. I'll listen to people and they'll say, either they have no food preps or they'll have, a year, 5 years, 10 years worth of food in a pantry. I'm like, most of our storms or things that creep up on us that take us by surprise, they're short term, a day, 2 days, 3 days. So if you had 30 days worth of food in a pantry, that'll cover an ice storm. That'll cover, a hurricane. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's completely over. After that, you're going to have to pick the pieces up. But 30 days will get you through it. If you have 30 days worth of food in your pantry, fine. Go ahead and get 90 days. But 10 years, 20 years, I don't know. Until you get the basics covered, I wouldn't get carried away on any one of these areas. The second thing that I'd like to talk about is your water storage. Okay? I'm not talking bottled water here. Again, back to the hurricane. Water runs off the shelf. Okay? So you're not going to get it if you're last in line. Second of all, you're going to need that for quite a while. So go ahead and get one of those large tanks. And the way that I would calculate how large a tank my family would need is considering 3 gallons a day, which is really backed off. I mean, that's a conservative number, times the number of people, times the number of days that you think you may have to go through. I, again, would stay with a 30-day plan. If I had enough water stored for 30 days in a tank, and I would use municipal water. It's already been filtered and all of that. And I wouldn't keep it like I'm hearing on the internet 5 or 10 years. I would rotate it every 6 months. Feed the garden with it, water the plants. But water storage. So food is first, water is second. The third thing that I would do in my preparations for, unknown entities out there, quantities, is I would have a kerosene plan. And I've showed it to you in past videos, but kerosene is a fantastic fuel. It's not explosive, it's more of an oil. It stores long term. If you're concerned about water in it from condensation, go ahead and use one of those Mr. funnels. It separates the water from the fuel. And for my own needs, depending on your geography, I would stay with about 200 gallons in a stock tank so that if something leaked, it's not going to be an ecological hazard. Store it in a shed. And what's nice about that is, say you want propane. Well, propane is extremely volatile. And kerosene has 50% more BTUs than propane. And what's exciting, without electricity, I can run heat, I can run kerosene stoves, and I can even do kerosene lanterns for lighting. So kerosene would definitely be in my basic preps. By the way, I don't have all of these things on my list done. I too am a work in progress. I'm just saying, if we have a roadmap, we won't get as distracted as quick, and more than likely we'll be able to handle those things that arise. Let's see here. And the last one on my list, the fourth item, would be a very small solar system, a solar panel of 250 watts with a marine battery bank, 2 or 3 batteries. And that is enough to cover communications, recharging small batteries, running my computer and internet if the lines are still up. I can use a DVD player on the large screen TV to keep everybody entertained for a little bit until the storm passes and we can go outside and pick up the pieces again. I guess what I'm saying, once you get those covered, then you can start talking about everything else. But it seems to me the movement is missing the basics, and I thought that might help. Again, food, 30 days. Water, that would cover the 30 days for everybody. Kerosene, that would be cooking without electricity, heating your home without electricity or wood or any of that, lighting. Have a small solar system that will work with your LEDs and your compact fluorescents, so you're not sitting in the dark, and you can have internet and your communications and charging your small batteries. Oh, and the last thing that I want to say, I forgot, along with the water, I would get a Berkey water filter. I absolutely would get a good filtration system. And covering those basics, if a storm came up, you're good. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.